Hi guys, welcome to my channel. I'm Sonia from Truesoulintuition, and we're here to do a reading for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus and Jupiter to see what's going on in your heart space and your love space, what's going on in that love area of your life, and bring any messages forward that Spirit wants you to take notice of or to focus on, and we'll just go from there. I'm going to have a discussion with your spirit guides and my spirit guides and see what comes out. Comes of it. Okay guys, so how's everybody doing? Please stay safe in this coronavirus time. It's hard to not feel the panic, it's hard to not be consumed by fear, but just, be a kind person at this time. Be kinder than you would usually, because that's pretty much what I ask for when you're put under stress and in fear like that sometimes we turn to these savage parts of us that we didn't know exist, which is that fight or flight type of mentality. But we're better than that now, guys. We've evolved from cavemen. I'm just putting it out there. But Aquarius. I have the Moonology Oracle deck here, which I usually get to set the tone for your reading and what guides us through this particular reading today. So I'm just going to get one for your energy. So please have a Moonology Oracle card for the collective of Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus and Jupiter to see what they need to take notice of or what Spirit wants them to know and focus on. Let's see what comes forward, Aquarius. I'm going to have a Moonology Oracle card for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus and Jupiter. What Spirit wants them to focus on and or know about, take notice of. Okay, you've got new moon in Capricorn. Interesting. Your hard work is paying off. So I like that. This is showing me that all the Aquarius out there that have been really doing their best, their utmost at this time, on this last cycle. I feel like this is this is an actual cycle here where you've been putting in a lot of effort and focus into something. Hang on guys, I'm gonna have a cup of tea. Got my tea there. It's got lemon in it just to help with the I've been talking a lot, so my throat's a bit sore today, but this is for the get back to it. This is for the Aquarius with the new moon in Capricorn that have been putting in a lot of work. So you've been really focusing on finance, business, Pentacles. For me, this just calls out King of Pentacles. So you've been very focused on the physical aspect of your life, your environment, your home, your livelihood. And it's saying here that just keep going. Don't give up. Even though the times might be a bit stressed out at this time, like everyone's like, oh, we're going to go into an economic crisis, because this is how it feels. But this is temporary, guys. In the long run, your hard work is paying off. So just be mindful of where the state of mind is at when it comes to this situation concerning you. Okay, guys. So we're going to get a reading from the actual book, as I've been doing with everybody else. I will also do this for you, Aquarius, so we can read it straight from the horse's mouth. Okay. Your hard work is paying off, new moon in Capricorn. First and foremost, this card suggests a new start for you professionally. Whatever has been going on in your working life, this card heralds the start of a new and improved work cycle. If you're unhappy in your current job, this is the time to either renegotiate your position or look for something new. Whatever your question, whether work-related or otherwise, a new plan and strategy is called for. You need to take a look at the long term and think about where you want to be in 12 months or even 5 months. 5 years, sorry. So you need to take a look at the long term and think about where you want to be in 12 months or even 5 years' time. That will inform your best course of action now. So think seriously about it. During this card suggests it's time for you to be ambitious about whatever it is you want to achieve. Make a proper plan and execute it well. Additional meanings for this card. You need to be more disciplined to reach your goal. Hard work will make your dreams become a reality. A very good omen for study or teaching. Don't be controlling and avoid anyone who is controlling. Ooh, don't be controlling or avoid anyone who is controlling. So you may have a significant other that's coming in and dominating. If this significant other is family or friends, I'd say you'd be able to just be a little bit flexible, Aquarius, and communicate a little bit more. And I feel like that would be quite easily resolved. Now, if this is a significant other, hopefully you can also be flexible in this space, okay? And that in you being flexible, they will be flexible with you. But, you know, talk about things. All right, Aquarius. Let's see what's going on. It's a little bit chunky, so, you know, it feels like you're not really allowing things to flow steadily. It's bulky is the word I want to use, bulky. So there must be like a lot of things being held back and not said. So let's see the energy, what brought you to this reading. Can have the energy of Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rise. Ooh, straight away the fates. You don't know what you want, where you're going. You don't know it. You're not supposed to know it. This is something that you have to allow to happen. You know, it's like a form of surrendering to the universe and allowing it to happen. It's kind of being... I just heard blind faith, but it contradicts what this hard work is saying. This hard work is paying off. So you might be contradicting yourself sometimes, knocking heads. Okay, knocking heads with somebody, and you're just like, oh well, whatever will be, you know. You're starting to give up, not even surrender. It's just like a full forced, it's starting to get on my nerves, kind of energy. When you're knocking heads with someone, especially if this is towards a significant other in romance and love, the fates can talk about Romeo and Juliet, and they were star-crossed lovers, okay? So no matter how much they tried to be together, it would always end up in tragedy. It's probably what I want to say. Yeah. So you may be feeling a little bit star-crossed in life in general, and you've been thinking maybe what do I want in the future? Where do I want to go? Obviously you want more stability in your life, Aquarius. You don't want to be on edge. You know what I mean? There's something that you want to achieve and you want a lot more stability, but in the here and now you're a little bit unstable or unsure about where this is going. So you might have come across something that you weren't too happy about in this person that you're dealing with right now. So let's get some more cards for you. Any more for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus? Okay, yeah. Hangman and Imagine. Okay, a lot of decision making about the future. Imagine is my dream big card, and teamed here with the Hangman. It's like it's on hold, on pause. But in the same respect, even though it's on pause, you're sort of just starting to see things a lot better for yourself. I think you went from this, what will be, but you kind of focused away from the space of discontent. It feels like you're not happy about this space with the star-crossed lovers kind of energy. And I'm sorry about all the noise, guys, but it's super windy here and I'm outside. And then you have the between wheels, which is sort of being stuck, which is equivalent to the Hangman. So it's a stagnant type of energy. But if you have a look, the flamingo, it's got this sort of glow on the crown. So it's talking about, starting to see things better, starting to feel better, starting to, even though you're stuck in this situation, sort of moving forward. It can be about progress after the fact. You know what I mean? Because now you're starting to bring things forward that you're starting to dream a little dream, think a little bit bigger, more long-term, more forward-thinking. You don't quite know what it is, but it's there. You know what I mean? You're starting to visualize your future. And it's really good energy, especially if what brought you here was the fact that you're in discontent with someone that you care about. Star-crossed. But that could also move across to maybe your your career as well, because this is where This is what's important to you, your career, or some type of physical achievement you want to bring about, into fruition. So it kind of makes sense. It says hard work is paying off. New moon in Capricorn. You know what I mean? Like new cycle where you will have to put in the hard yards though. So if this is pertaining to a physical relationship, an actual relationship where you're with somebody, it is time to decide what you want in that relationship and start setting the tone. Okay? Start moving towards that goal. You want to be with someone, then be with somebody. If you want to move on, then move on. But whatever you do, whatever decisions you do make, Aquarius, with this new moon in Capricorn, that's what I wanted to say, is that you need to do something that is achievable for you and that will make you happy, okay? You want it to pay off, so you want those rewards, you want the achievement and the recognition to come forward for you. So you do have a lot of drive. It feels like you're a little bit stubborn though, with that Capricorn energy. You can be quite stubborn. Okay, so let's see who's coming towards you in love. Can I have the energy of the person coming towards you in love? Who's coming towards Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus and Jupiter in love? Can I have their energy, please? They haven't come in yet. Oh, there they are, finally. They haven't come in a very strong way. It's like they're sort of backed up. I don't know why I'm saying that. Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus coming towards them in love. Thank you. Oh, gosh. Okay, this person... you have loyal heart and never-ending story. So, yeah, that things. This person's twisted. This person just gave me the theme song of Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Twist, turn, upside down, and You're moving to the country. You're moving to the city with your uncle in Bel-Air. You know what I mean? It's like this person. Okay. I feel like they're quite eccentric because the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air overemphasizes things when he always gets into a little bit of trouble. He's a little bit naive and your person is loyal to you. Your person sees you as sees the birds of a feather. So they feel very in tune with you in their heart space, but in their mental space, not too good here. But that's because they've got glitches in them. Whereas you're in the same space, but you're sort of moving out of that. But this person will feel good, and then they'll be, they're a little bit, we call it wee wah wah. They're a little bit wonky. They're a little bit, they have a lot of overthinking. They're constantly thinking about this loyal heart, this little heart of mine. Been broke 1,000 times, each time you walk away. So you might have left this person a couple of times already. Or they've been left before. This old heart of mine, been broke 1,000 times, each time you went away. I don't know the words, guys, but that's the song I heard. You know what I mean? This person has a lot of baggage emotionally. They carry it. It's like, it's like something about time with them, because you got the sands of time. They're overthinking. It's something that's like they've got self-sabotaging behaviors. Thank you. And if you're the cross watcher, don't get mad at me. Don't shoot the messenger. It seems to be that people get mad at me when I say things they don't like. But it is my channel, and I'll say what I want. But I do apologize if it does make you feel bad, because it's not my intention. But, they're twist turned upside down when it comes to you. They love you, and they don't know what they want. And that's why you feel like star-crossed lovers, because it's like everything is beautiful, and then it's out of alignment. You know what I mean? It's like yes, and then no. It's moving, and then it's stuck. And then it's like you've got to imagine you know, it's like you've got to really dig deep to visualize this person in your life. This person sees you clearly in their life, but then they're like, oh, you know, well, my Aquarius doesn't love me. It's like that. It's weird. Yeah, see, look at their energy, orphaned. They always feel lonely and alone and look just sad. They may have, yeah, they have a tendency to be in a space of loss and regret and sadness. So they might be prone to depression. This is definitely someone that's really loving, but then they just got this, they get overwhelmed and they go into conflict. But I feel like it's more like their conflict, which kind of leads, you know what I mean? If you have a look, you're moving out of that space. You were in that space with this person. But see how this person's sitting there by herself. She's also a bird. If you can see, she's actually got a beak, which is, I know it's weird, but you know what I mean? It's like you're moving out of that space. Here's your card and here's this person's card. They're sitting in the nest and you're a bird moving forward into a better space. So I feel like you're pulling in a more open mind. And I don't mean open mind about, yeah, okay, I have an open mind here. I'll be open to what you're saying. I just feel like you're having an opened mind. So it's like an opening of well, it could be an awakening, but it could be more than that. It could be something else, but it's just like an epiphany. Yeah, that's what I want to say. Like you've just had this aha moment and you're like, oh shit, am I really, you know, do I really want this? And how much do I want this? You know what I mean? And they're questions that you're asking yourself, but this person's sort of stuck in this cycle of I love you, I hate you, I'm so alone. And then they love you, they hate you, or they're stressed out about you. You don't give me the attention I want. I'm all alone in this world, but I love you. You don't give me the attention that I want. I'm all alone in this world, but I love you. You know, and I think you must have been stuck in this loop with this person because they've got some type of glitch. They've got some kind of glitch here. And it's, I feel like it's in the mind space. So, you'll know what this means, Aquarius. You'll know what this means. So let's see the mutual energy of you two. Can I have the mutual energy between Aquarius and the person coming towards them in love? Oh, there's a card down there. Treasure Island. Okay. I'm going to say this because it's the first thing that popped into my head, and this is usually the most correct thought when it comes to readings. You both have your own blessings and your own individual ideals of love. And I feel like you're the tortoise and they're the tortoise, but they're going one way and you're going the other. Because you both want to be happy, but your ideals of being happy are very different from each other. That's because you're not talking. One of you isn't talking. This one over here doesn't know how to talk because it will go straight to the brain, and you're about to walk and they're not talking. You see there's that dysfunction here. And the thing is, the Treasure Island is this a beautiful energy of really being abundant and it coming towards you, but 9 sets the tone of it being a very individual type of energy, very about the one. But I feel like what's happening here is that you mirror each other a lot in the same respect that you want the same thing but in the same direction. It's expressed in opposite ways. And instead of having the tortoise or the turtle coming toward each turtle coming towards a meeting in the middle, I feel like the mirror faces away. But really, it should be facing inwards, like this, looking straight at each other, eye to eye. This refers to this being a communicational space where you're here, allowing your heart to speak. This is what this person wants, but you guys not doing that because now you're like, oh well, if I've got to do it on my own, then I will. You know, it's like Well, I just heard for better or worse. It shouldn't be like that. It should be for better or worse. But I feel like it's been worse more than better for you in this space with this person. But, you know, there has to be some type of flexibility with each other. I don't know why. I feel like Aquarius is actually trying really hard to bridge that gap. You are. Because the treasure island's facing towards your energy. And that's what you're looking for with your hard work is paying off. This treasure chest is coming towards you, and this person's facing away from it. It's just interesting how the images are, And I feel like Aquarius has made the effort to come forward. Look, here I am. Do you see me? I'm a pink flamingo. You've made it obvious. You've put it out there. You might have actually said, hey, look, I could see us today. I could see us in 5 years being abundant and amazing. But you're only sharing that vision with yourself because this person, they love you, but then they don't love you and then they feel alone. That's, you know what I mean? There's a glitch in their matrix. There's a bit of corrupt coding there for this person, like a trauma or something that they haven't developed. I feel like they haven't developed mental or emotional maturity. I'm getting that. I'm just getting that space. And you may not like, I'm going to be honest, this flamingo, they don't go deep in the water like the turtle. The flamingo walks in very shallow waters, they only go so far in the water. And I think that's as much as you can, handle. So I think this person feels deeply and often feels sad when it's not reciprocated by you, because you do feel, but you don't have time to feel because you're working hard over here. It's hard out there for a pimp when you got to make money for the rent. That's a song I just heard. So, it is hard out there for you, and it will be hard with the economic timing at this moment. So I think your person needs to start. I think there has to be a conversation with this person. It feels like very heavy energy and very potentially burdening, to be honest. And they choose to be there. They choose to take themselves to that space of feeling orphaned and disconnected and in conflict. So that's a lot to take on, Aquarius. It is a lot. I mean, the energies, it could all be beautiful, couldn't it? It could be quite simply beautiful if you guys were able to focus on the same vision, on the same, meeting in the middle, on the same place, on the same page kind of thing. Meet me in the middle and we'll find abundance there. That's something that, you just need to share, but it has to be shared, Aquarius. This energy of what you feel about each other and want for each other has to be shared in a conversation. Motivate each other to stay together if you feel like the love's really strong here. And, somebody has to try and save it or let it go. You know what I mean? It's like, do you hold on or do you just ghost? Because I feel like there's a point where you just like, oh, I'm about ready to go, and this person's stuck and they can't go anywhere because they loop back around. It's interesting, like a racing track. They'll just keep going round and round. All right, so let's see how you feel about this person, Aquarius. How does Aquarius feel about this person coming towards them in this reading? How does Aquarius feel about this person coming towards them in this reading? How does Aquarius feel about this person coming towards them? Yeah, the wolf. Okay. The wolf is about gaining knowledge. So I feel like you have had this aha moment, but this is still based on, the wolf is still very based on instinctual feelings, and, you go with your gut, and sometimes that can be the lone wolf. So you may do things on your own. You may prefer to do things on your own. You know what I mean? But the wolf usually has a pack. They feel more safer in a pack. You know what I mean? Instead of as a lone wolf. As a lone wolf, they've had to struggle and fight. So emotionally, how you feel about this person, you're very of the earth about this person. So you're in the earth element here with the wolf. Even though you're Aquarius, it's fine. We have different placements in our birth chart. Or we have the whole solar system in our birth chart, as we all know. So if you don't know your birth chart, it is in the description box below, and find out where your planets are and your moon. Your moon, your rising, your Venus, and your Jupiter. And your Mercury. You'll be surprised how accurate it is. But here we have wolf. Let's just say you see everything about this person. You're very acutely aware because the wolf knows. Their instincts are sharp. That's the thing. The instincts are sharp when it comes to survival. So, but it's kind of a cold demeanor to have. You know what I mean? You're only going to want this person when you're in heat. That's what the wolf is like. When it's time to mate, you love this person. But, when it's your time, you're gone like the wind. And it's not nice. I mean, emotionally, this is not actual physical. If you're with this person now, if you're at a distance from this person, you do have a lot of chemistry with this person. But they are so prone to being a bit of a... quite sad. Maybe you've made them sad, Aquarius. Maybe you've burnt them, maybe. With this wolf instinct, emotional instinct, is this need to be alone. You know what I mean? You need your space to roam, to hunt together. And you're very direct about that. What else does Aquarius want to feel about? What else does Aquarius feel about? Yeah, see, you're in the momentum. See, this is this earth energy. You got a lot of earth. So you're very hard work is paying off. You're very Capricorn energy based. The horse, the dark horse. You know what I mean? It's like, don't underestimate me. You're very aware. This is the awakened mind of the horse. This is about momentum. This is about determination. So you got an instinct and you've got ego. Two very strong, very masculine energies, not so flexible. But here inside, deep down inside, you have the nightingale. This is your little bitty little bird that you hold back from sharing. It's a wee little teacup bird. It's tiny, like this. You've got these big brutes over here. Oh. You got the big bouncers at the doorway to your club, right? To the club of your heart, Welcome to Club Aquarius. And then you've got the songbird that comes out on stage. But she's only weeny tiny. She has to be looked after. See that? This is how you express. When you do express, you know how to... Aquarius. What this is explaining to me is that there's something you need to say. The Nightingale talks about communication, broadcasting, speaking and expressing the truth within the love space, the sweet song. Lay down your guns. Lay down your guns and allow the inside you to talk for once. Because I think maybe you may always talk from a space of very strong energies, controlling and masculine energy. They're actually positive masculine, so but still very strong, rigid energies. And then you have this sweet little bird, but this bird doesn't just come out for anybody. The nightingale only comes out for the one. And sings their song at night. So they just had sweet little nothings. So you may talk to this person at night and tell them the things that they need to hear, but it's almost like telepathic. You know what I mean? You might not say. It's interesting because people, what did they say? They may not say "I love you," but do you want a coffee? Are you all right? or call me when you get home. Those types of phrasing can be referred to you. You don't say I love you, you say it in other ways. And it's misinterpreted by this person because they just feel like that you don't. But you do. There is love there. I mean, you're not a bad person, right? You just express yourself differently than this person. Just, I don't know what's going on with this person, but let's see their emotional space. I'm a little bit scared too. You know. Let's see how this person coming towards Aquarius in love feels about Aquarius. Okay, this one's been poking me. Shark. Oh, gosh. The shark energy. Now, the shark is only a threat when it's not tended to. All right? So this person feels, you know, it's just like, you know, Aquarius walks in the house. It's like that. Because this person needs you to soften them up. They're not actually a shark energy, but this is how they deal with their emotions. You come in the house, they're like, how come you don't love me? You know, because there's this emotional immaturity that they have, but the shark is only threatening when you don't tend to it. So, you know, sing that sweet song, Aquarius, to your significant other. Tell them how you feel. You know, move past the ego and the pride and move forward into a space of sharing is caring from your heart. And allow the shark energy to pass. You know, because your person is they're only stuck because they need clarity. I think they're a little bit high maintenance. They like attention. They like a lot of attention. And when you don't give them that, then they feel alone. So what else do they want to say, please? Emotionally, how does this person feel emotionally about Aquarius? Yeah, see, this person, the elk. Now, this is a very strong energy too, very earth-based energy, masculine energy. How do they feel about you? They're all messed up. They're on guard, though. I feel like here they are with the teeth. They bare their teeth, and then they want to throw down all the time. Why? Why are they quite defensive? They're showing their teeth. So when they show their teeth, they're biting words. And here, they always want to knock heads, you know? That's what I was saying at the beginning, knocking heads with this person. They always want to challenge. It's the challenge. They're quite... not the greatest energy. The elk is quite a strong energy, but it can also mean a lot of stubbornness. And it was saying in here, not to be stubborn. So, you know, they look at you, then they look away. It's weird. But they're overthinking of their mind. You look at the antlers there, they're on fire. They go dark side really fast when they do. They go dark side really fast. Is there anything else Spirit wants to say? The mouse, the wee little mouse. This person, it's like a little teacup mouse. You know, it's interesting because how you love each other is that you're like, rah, but underneath it all, you're these tiny little, you know, this is a tiny little mouse, only tiny. You can fit it in the palm of your hands. It's timid, I think you. A little bit of a scaredy cat when it comes to actual talking. And this person, and you are like this nightingale, but you don't come out, you know, you don't come out. You don't express it the way that this person expresses it. They're quite very strong energies, like personalities, very strong. It would be hard to have a relationship when both of you put the hard part up front. You know what I mean? The shell up. It's hard to get through shells, you know, like a turtle shell. You have to actually roll over and bare your bellies. And that's when you get, you know, you drop down to the smallest versions of you emotionally. You go from being raw, I'm a horse, and I'm a wolf, I'm strong, masculine energy. And this person's, well, you know what, I'm strong too, and I'm going to rip your head off. And then you're like, the universe is like, flip you over onto your back. and your bellies are vulnerable, and you're like, I'm a little nightingale and I love to sing. And this person's like, I'm a mouse and I love cheese. It's very timid energies. But that's the space that needs to grow. The nightingale and the mouse, whatever that means to you, those are the energies that you both need to show each other, these more softer, timid sides. The mouse is very industrious. There's a lot of things that people don't like about the mouse, but it's, it's a very industrious type of energy. And they're very instinctual. You know what I mean? There's a difference between a mouse and a rat. Anyway, just so everyone knows. Okay. Let's see the mutual emotional energy between these two. Oh, see? Love hurts in the whale. Okay, and the scorpion. Love hurts is the scorpion card for me. It's when it gets too much, you just zap each other with a bit of poison. It's not good. When things get too deep, which you both don't deal with very well, I'm going to be honest. Love hurts. This is literally what this means. Love hurts. You don't like going deep here with the whale. It's about diving deep into the ocean of emotion, but also gaining knowledge and wisdom and grace. It's peaceful. It's ancestral. It's wise. And then you have the Scorpio, which is always on the defense, and it has poison. So whenever love comes near, it's you both express it with this defense mode. Oh, this is getting too much. Shut down. Zap, zap. Here we go. Kill them. Kill the love. Star-crossed. Star-crossed. They just said it again. Star-crossed lovers. Water and fire are actually very steamy energies. But they have to be in balance. You'll either drown if there's too much emotion, or you'll get burnt if there's too much fire. So there has to be a perfect energy of yin and yang. Look after each other. You love each other, but love hurts to you guys. The mutual energy is that you love each other, but when you're in love, all you know is being in pain, the pain of love. A lot of people hold on to that. Yeah, I'm not going to rant on about that, but a lot of people hold on to the pain of love and not the good things of love. So we all get distorted images of what love is. What is love to you is not what love is to someone else. Oh gosh. Okay, well that's actually good. That came flying out. So let's see what Spirit wants Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus and Jupiter to know, please. Here, there you go. Here comes the energies coming in now. What does Spirit want Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus and Jupiter to know? Oh, there's too many. I'm not taking all those. I'll take the top one. One more. One more, please. Thank you. Oh, you got 2. Oh, you got 3. All right. Oish. Oh, there's that hangman. So here we have 10 of Swords. I'm just going to do this first. Here we have 10 of Swords. This is actually good. When it's upright, it's the end of a painful cycle. But when this is thing, it's like the sun will come out tomorrow. Bet your bottom dollar that tomorrow there'll be sun. So things are getting better and brighter. I think it's been, and I think, I'm going to be honest, I think it's been, and it's done its darkest days now for you. And you're just like, you know what? It's going to get better, because there's some point in you that wakes up. Aquarius wakes up and you want it to be better, because what's happened is that you now know you haven't been sharing your secrets, and you've been very detached. With the High Priestess in reverse is about secrets and detachment. Okay, emotional detachment. Upright, she keeps it. This is tapping into your intuition. This is keeping the secrets, the knowledge, holding the knowledge. But here, I feel like you've had an aha moment, and you've had to go through a lot of that energy. Sword energy, painful backstabbing, horrible energy. But you've reversed it. Now you're starting to feel that sun on your skin, the warmth that you should have felt from the beginning, because the new day is coming, new dawn. So new cycle is starting. And you recognize now that the High Priestess, you haven't been tapping into the right type of knowledge or knowing here. But you're finding a space Where here, with the Hanged Man, you're stuck. We talked about the stuck energy right in the beginning. You're stuck, but in this moment of being stuck, you're starting to see things from a higher perspective and a different angle. With the inverted 4, talks about stability. You're trying to find more stability here for you and your life. Because don't forget, the Hanged Man hangs there voluntarily. He chooses this moment to stop and look. It's like a pausing and waiting and really thinking and introspection. It's a lot of, I actually feel like a lot of mental repair is what I'm going to say to that card. It's a lot of mental repair. So you're starting to maybe have a different mindset or come into the knowing of something better and brighter, because it feels like you are aware that you haven't been listening to your instincts properly. Okay, but it's sort of now you're becoming aware of that. Now it's starting to change. And here we have 9 of Pentacles in reverse, 3 of Swords in reverse, and the Queen of Cups. So I'm going to feel like this is, interestingly enough, your person. They don't like being single. I can tell you that. If they are single, they don't like it. And they do have a bit of a dependence on you. But they're stuck because you're stuck. What you need to do, Aquarius, and I hope you realize that, is that this person needs to be turned into the 9 of Pentacles. They need a bit of a confidence boost. They need you to support them, to allow them to find their own blessing and to receive the messages from the universe for themselves. They've got to see it for themselves. Okay, and here we have 3 of Swords. So we're releasing heartache and pain. Upright, I would be worried. Because that can indicate third parties or heartache, pain, loss, all those yucky words. But here in reverse, this is the releasing of heartache and pain, heartbreak and pain. So it's releasing it. So, your person, they have become dependent on you, but they're starting to heal this ache. They have an ache, and it's something that comes from before you. This is something that comes from before you, some type of trauma they have to deal with, but they're starting to see that they have to change their mindset, and it's because of based on this fact that their heart's been broken, or something about them's been broken, and they haven't healed that. But here we have the Queen of Cups, and she's the healer. This is being able to understand your emotions and use them in a positive way in a space of love. So what's happening here is that your person, even though they are super dependent on you, they are starting to heal. This is showing a healing process. You both are starting to go through a healing process. I think things are getting better for you as a person and for this person as well. So I just want to say, Aquarius, if you've woken up, as in if you've started to notice things aren't right and what those things aren't right, and working towards fixing this, you could actually fix your relationship with this person if you want to. Of course, it's all free will. It's all free will. It can be changed. Have fun with this reading. Don't get too stuck on certain energies, and don't distort the message as well. I'm going to put that out there because some people have just been really psycho in the comments. And you know who you are if you're listening to this. I'm sorry, guys. I had to turn the notifications off because somebody was going real crazy. But I feel like, the sun will come out tomorrow, and you have to have that mentality of it's going to get better. This is only temporary. This isn't permanent. Now, I talked about that right at the beginning, that right now it seems hard, but it won't be hard forever, because in the end, your hard work is going to pay off. That means for all the things you put effort and focus into, you will reap the rewards of what you've done. So do good things. Okay, Aquarius, be good. Make a plan, decide where you want to go, decide what you want in your life, and start following it forward with a little bit of structure but flexibility. So don't be too stuck on an outcome. Don't be too set and rigid in your expectations of that. Just allow it to come forward with the fates. Allow the fates to help you. Let the universe work for you, not against you. Okay? So, if you can do the right thing by yourself, you'll do the right thing by this person. And they need a lot of healing too. It's just saying it's quite, you might have both been in this space at the same time, but this person still lingers in that space. But you're starting to think, oh, you know what? I can't be like this anymore. I can't be like this. I'm going to change it. And I love that, because change is always about growth, Aquarius. And if you're growing, you're glowing. And that's not a bad thing. All right? So I'm going to leave it right there, Chris. I hope this helps you. I hope this gives you insight. I hope it made sense, because sometimes I know it can go all over the show. But that's just how I read cards. So keep up with me. Hopefully this helps you and gives you some insight. And until next time, guys, look after yourselves. And if you do like this reading, please like, share, subscribe, comment below. I do appreciate that. And look after yourselves, guys. Take care. Bye. Bye.